What's up, guys? And today on Plug and Play we're going to be checking out the new Alchemist Cinematic Bundle from String Audio. Hey, what's up, guys? Craig Peters here, and today I thought we'd switch up the format of Plug and Play a little bit and sort of walk you through the new products that just came out from String Audio, which is Cinematic Textures and Cinematic Impacts. I'm a really big fan of the String Audio stuff. I think it's really cool, and I really like what they're doing as far as creating really cool sounds for doing things like adding layers for, more cinematic vibes, or for just, creating really cool moods. And basically what they did with both Cinematic Textures and Impacts, they really sort of give you, basically access to kind of create all kinds of, unique sounds that basically it's not like, a bunch of presets that are set up that, oh, you just click on this and it sounds just like that. Like, you can morph and completely just tweak all these different parameters to get sounds that, are unique to you and what you want to do. So yeah, let's go ahead and check some of these sounds out. Well, before actually we check the sounds out, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the interface. The GUI is basically the same or similar to Dark Matter, and it's very plain, basic, kind of futuristic look. Down here, there's the main engine, the color engine, motion engine, and the effect engine. So for now, I guess we'll stick with the main engine. Basically, there's all these different little, different instruments that you can click, and you can change all these different layers. It comes with up to 6 layers, and then, if you go and scroll through here, there's all these different ones that you can, put in. So if you're not really, vibing with this one, then you can change the layer to whatever you want. You want to change it to chaotic, you can do that. Yeah, so let's go ahead and check this out. Yeah, so really cool stuff. One of the things that is really cool with this too is, let's go ahead and check out the color engine now. This is, to me, it looks like another layer of different sounds. Because if you go over here to the main engine, all these layers are a little bit different than these ones. So I'm not really sure if these are just another set of sound effects. But basically you can increase, the darker it gets, the more you hear this effect. And you can completely bypass it too, or you can lock them if you want. So let's say you have this sound. You can increase more or less what you want to hear. So here it's got that spring reverb, water. So you can get rid of it if you want to bring it in, whatever you want to do. And you can also randomize this too, which is pretty cool. So if you don't want to sit around and play with these, you can just go ahead and just randomize. And yeah, these are just really cool sounding, and you can get as crazy as you want with this stuff. And then the motion engine is cool because it has an arpeggiator on here too, and you can go ahead and turn this on. So if you want to get a little bit more of a rhythmic quality to some of the stuff that you're doing. And you can also play around with these too. You can change them however you want. If you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna, mess with whatever and then see how that sounds. So yeah, really cool stuff. And the effects engine is basically, for each effect that's on here, you can go ahead and sort of EQ it. All right, yeah, so let's go ahead and check out Cinematic Impacts now. All right, so Cinematic Impacts is a little bit different than Textures. This one's a little bit more impacting, sort of cool, crashy sort of sounds. And cinematic impacts, the GUI is very similar to cinematic textures, pretty much all the same stuff. You know, you have the color engine, the motion engine. So if you want to, you know, play with all these stuff. And this one, let's see how this sounds with the motion engine put on. That's pretty crazy. This is sort of the first time I've ever played with this. I kind of got a little bit of time to mess with it the other day. So this is pretty much, you guys are kind of walking through it with me because I've never really played with this before. So I'm kind of stumbling onto some things I've never seen before. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. I mean, this is, you know, you can use this for even if you're doing some industrial sort of, you know, if you're going for that kind of thing, which is it's pretty cool actually. And each of these, you know, different things, just like the other one, you can change them out. So if you don't want that, let's go ahead and play with the color engine. Very cool. Very makes me think of like Event Horizon or something when you know when they're in the spaceship and there's all these crazy sounds everywhere. And you can hear how the sound drops as soon as I take this off. And then again, you can randomize them. And you can see too that each time I randomize it, there's these different effects down here that change as well, and the amount. So, you know, with this stuff, it's pretty endless, the stuff you can come up with. And what's pretty cool is that you can sort of use it as its own instrument. You can, you know, but it's more, again, for sonic textures and, you know, and it's really cool for creating a cool ambience and mood for anything that you're working on. I think this would be a really good tool for, you know, if you're doing sound design for a movie or, you know, any kind of film. I think even just having this stuff layered in under there would work really cool. And also even for music too. I think when it comes to music, anything could be used for it, you know, because, you know, it's all about mood and vibe, and stuff like this I think can be really cool, even just, you know, under a piece of music or anything really. So yeah, that's cinematic textures and impacts. All right, so before we wrap up this video, I want to talk a little bit about snapshots. All right, so unlike dark matter, what String Audio did is on cinematic textures and impacts, they actually use the usage of snapshots, which you can use as a way of browsing through all the different categories that they have, and to make things a little bit easier for what you're trying to find. Also to mention, the Alchemist Cinematic Bundle runs a little over 8 gigs and requires the full version of Contact. But if you're looking to build your arsenal of crazy sounds and really cool textures and just crazy sonic landscapes, I would suggest checking out String Audio, and I'm pretty sure this isn't the last of all the cool things that they're going to be coming out with in the future. So make sure to go ahead and check out stringaudio.com. As always, thanks for checking it out, and I will see you guys next time on Plug and Play.